guys, it's Meg and it's time for our weekly Walker Talk where I respond to your comments from my latest reaction video. I think that's how we're gonna do it because I try and make all of these review, dead ahead, and weekly Walker Talk all at once. So the only opportunity I have to see your comments for the latest episode is in my latest reaction video. So I think that's how we're gonna do it. And I'll just try and hit as many of them as I can, but there are 74 comments, so that would be like a 2-hour long video. And you know we can't do that, right? So I'm gonna try and get as many as I can. Let's get right into it. This first comment is from Resist Me. He says, one of the best deaths ever. I was pretty sure Dwight was going to show up, but I thought most likely Rosita was going to get the arrow and not Denise. The actor who plays Dwight was a perfect casting. I completely agree that he was a perfect casting. I love how they have made him look. I love just how he's acting and just everything about him. Like, it's definitely what I would like to see as Dwight. The only complaint I have is I wish that his scarring was more significant. As far as not knowing that Denise was going to get killed, you said that you thought it was Rosita who was going to get the arrow. I was not thinking Rosita in that moment. I thought Daryl, and I have been crossing my fingers for Daryl to survive for a really long time, and in that moment there I was so focused on him and knowing that Dwight was coming that I was just like a nervous wreck there, and I was not able to see the signs that it was going to be Denise. Although I feel like watching it again, it's pretty obvious throughout the episode that she's going to be the one to get it. This next comment is from Blonde PT. She says, thought Rosita would get Denise's death, but maybe killing the doctor just adds to the future Maggie connection to the Hilltop since they have a doctor there. I definitely think that no matter what happens to Glenn, Maggie will go to the Hilltop. If Glenn dies in the finale, it's a complete 100% given. If he doesn't die in the finale, then they're gonna go up there anyways because they don't have a local doctor. And not to mention that the doctor, Dr. Carson, that they have up at the Hilltop is an obstetrician. So no matter what, she will make it to the Hilltop at some point, whether sooner or closer to the end of her pregnancy. She will go up there and be up there more. I think that's a given. As for killing off Denise, it's somehow going to further Tara's storyline. We know that. Also, it could just, you know, make it more difficult for those at Alexandria not having a doctor on site. Really, there's nobody there except Maggie, who maybe even slightly has any medical knowledge whatsoever, at least as far as we know. This comment is from Robin Eklund. They say they need to stop what they are doing to Carol, not liking it at all. I also didn't think that would happen to Denise. I really liked her character. I completely agree. I am not liking where this Carol thing is going. If it was a slight change from her normal Carol self, and if it was like a slow move here, I would maybe be more into it. But the fact that she has changed so quickly and has just completely reversed like her train of thought here and the way she is, it's very confusing. It's very frustrating as a big fan of Carol to see her going downhill so quickly. And I'm very worried for her, and I don't like what the writers are doing to her either. Really, she's leaving again. We're doing this same storyline again. So really the only outcome I see here is for her to die at this point. Otherwise, why in the world would they do the same thing where she leaves or she's forced to leave and then eventually she comes back? She's not gonna save the day. I will tell you guys that right now. I am 95% sure that this next episode will not end with Carol saving the day here. This next comment is from Nicholas Mercier. At least Tara didn't die or Abe. I agree with you. I'm very excited for Abraham to survive and to be around for this whole Negan and the Saviors and all-out war. I am completely thrilled that he's gonna be here for all of this. And I love his character, and I'm so happy that he did not die in this episode, and I hope that they keep him around for a very long time. Also, at least Tara didn't die, you said. I was more prepared for Tara to die, so I could kind of go either way here. I love her comic relief in the show. I really enjoy her character. I don't necessarily think I would be bedridden if she died, though. So this comment comes from Mark C. I'm reading it, it's a big paragraph here, and I did not read the article or hear the interview of what you're talking about. So I'm gonna say it and then I guess give my opinions and trust that what you read is true. But I'm gonna skip a few of your lines here, and you said, I was wondering if we will see Carol again this season and if she would follow the comic Michonne storyline in coming across the kingdom next season. And that is why Kirkman said she was the safest character on the show, as she won't be around when Negan appears to whoever gets the bat. I'm thinking it may be Morgan now, as with the cell he has made would be where Negan would be locked up. As Morgan was against killing, can you believe 2 weeks until the finale, Meg? No, I cannot believe it's only 2 weeks until the finale. I'm freaking out over it. As for what you said about what Kirkman said in an interview, I can't vouch for whether or not that's true because I've never heard that. I've heard people talk about Carol being the safest, but I've never read this article, never heard the interview. If he did in fact say that she is the safest character on the show because she won't be, did he say flat out because she won't be around when Negan comes? Or did he just say she's the safest person on the show? If he just said she's the safest person on the show, either one, he could be trolling us because he's been known to troll us by saying, oh, she's the safest on the show, and then she gets killed like the next episode. Or because she is just going to disappear for a really long time. I'm just gonna be pretty pissed off if she just disappears for a long time and we don't know what happens to her. That's not an interesting story to me. As for your thoughts on Morgan being the one to get the bat, I'm not convinced it's gonna be Morgan, to be quite honest with you. I'm really not. I mean, it could be. I just don't think any of the signs are pointing to him. This next comment is from Mitch MN. I'm quite upset about Denise. She should have lived longer, noticing they keep on killing the good Alexandrians, the ones they have bothered to develop. And that is so true. I do wish that Denise had lasted longer. Obviously, I'm slightly happy that like Daryl didn't die here, but at the same time, I would have liked to see that particular death go to a bigger character. So I can't, like, that's one of those things where I can't win because I kind of want to see a bigger character die, but then I don't because I like all the big characters. At the same time, I like Denise. I'm really sad for Tara, and just like having them start to, I hate it when they start to develop a character and be like, you like this person, now we're gonna kill them off. And they just keep killing all these new characters, and all of our old, like, seasoned characters are still alive and kicking. I don't know, like I said, I can't win with this because I want them to stick around, but at the same time, I think it's starting to be like, really? You're just gonna kill off another Alexandrian or another new person that we bothered to, like, pay attention to? This next comment comes from the Tiff 2010. She said, your whole theory and explanation of the handprints and the hush on the wall makes so much sense. I was floored when Denise got that crossbow. So shocked that they gave her Abraham's death. I want to touch on the theory about the explanation of the handprints on the apothecary and stuff. I forgot to mention this in my review. I definitely like when we see scenes like that come together, because at the beginning of the scene, I even commented in my reaction video, like, look at all those handprints right there. And there's all these, it's like a shopping complex here, and there's multiple stores, but only this store has massive, like, Walker bloody handprints on it. And I thought to myself, well, that's really weird. What was going on in this store with people inside that they were making so much noise that they would attract the walkers? Well, later we see this really, like, gross, cryptic scene of an empty baby, like, bed and a dead, like, a walker, like, ugh, really gross walker on the floor. And then in the sink, we see this bloody sink and a baby shoe sticking out of it. And they're kind of telling us that basically this person, when they were still alive, probably drowned the baby or killed the baby at some point and stuck it in the water here. And then on the wall, we see the words hush. So I think that the person was going, like, slightly mad, and that's why it's written all over the wall. They killed the baby, they died or killed themselves or something like that. And the baby was probably, or the child was probably screaming. And that is why the words hush are on the wall and all of those walker handprints. It was drawing attention to the walkers. So that's that explanation in case you didn't catch that. This comment is from Russman80. He says, I didn't see that coming at all. I was hoping it'd be Abraham. Why the hell were you hoping it would be Abraham? Why? You don't like Abraham? Man, I wanted it to be anybody but Abraham. I don't know. Why don't you like Abraham? Okay, I'm laughing at this comment. So this comment is from HB4 2011. Carol is my favorite character too. I know that we are going to see her again. Melissa McBride is such a phenomenal actor that there's no way they're going to just let Carol disappear into the night or die off screen. Now all of this emotional growth she's gone through has me convinced that she's probably going to die before the season's end, but I think the character and the actress have earned an epic death, at least I hope so. Bummed about Denise. I was really starting to like her and I'm going to have to go back and watch again as well. I thought the scenes at the beginning were showing the passage of time, like showing the normal routines of the day. We'll have to take another look. You're right about the passage of time. Don't listen to my initial reaction video there. It's the passage of time. It makes the most sense. Then you replied back to your same comment saying, oh, I've got it. Our survivors don't find Carol. She spends all that time out there, flips her shit, loses her humanity, and we see her seasons from now as, wait for it, alpha. Dun dun dun. No, just stop it. No. Somebody's gonna take you seriously and then we're gonna have this massive rumor on our hands. Don't start shit. That is not gonna happen. If anything, they'll just kill her off. That is not gonna happen. Watch it happens. Okay guys, this video is probably way too long for one of these types of videos, so I'm gonna let you go. Feel free to leave questions or comments in this video. I will hit them next time. I hope you guys have a great day, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it.